team, I'm Megan Jayawardena. Welcome to 10 minutes of nice relaxing stretches, ideal for bedtime. So we're sitting up nice and tall, right leg, right ankle is crossed in front to the left, and we're coming up and over, reaching out through the arm, and then up and over on the other side. A few more like that. Really letting the supporting elbow bend that little bit more each time you come up and over. On the next one, we're going to hold, reaching that arm a little bit longer, bending the left arm down, holding it here. And then we'll come on up. The other side will hold for a moment longer. Reaching. Let this supporting elbow bend. And then we're coming on up. We're taking the right shoulder forward, up, back and down. Then the left. Forward, up, back and down. Last one there. Then we're pushing the walls away. We're looking first to the right as we push. Come on in, and then look to the left as you push. Pushing anything and everything that keeps us up at night. We're pushing it away. It's just going away. And we're going to stretch it all out. Then we're circling the wrists a little bit up, and then the other way. Come on down. One more set like that. Other way. Then we're breathing in, breathing out, elbows come down, fingertips find the floor, and we're walking the fingertips forward a little bit. We're hinging from the waist, belly button is in, and we're gently rocking a little bit forward. We're hinging here from the waist. So, nice long spine as we bend the elbows. Have a little bit of a rock first, and then we'll breathe in. Breathe out. We'll walk the fingertips a little bit further. If you feel like bending the elbows and coming down, go for it. Keep pressing the hips back though, and try not to round the upper back too much like that. We want to keep the abs in, shoulders away from the ears. Nice long spine. If the elbows hook under the shins, great. Stay wherever you feel comfortable when you're stretching. From here, we're going to come on up, and we'll swap ankles. The other ankle comes in front, and now we're starting a motion. We're coming one arm behind, one in front. Looking to the side. We'll go to the other side. One arm behind, one in front. And we're looking at the side wall. A few like that, at your own pace. This next one we'll hold here. Check if you're round anywhere, pull the belly button in, lift up the ribs, take the shoulders up, back and down. Keep nice long lines through your spine when you're stretching. And these arms, fingertips, they're long as well. Long neck, and we're looking over at the side wall. If you'd like to add a little more, breathe in, breathe out, take the right shoulder back a little bit more, and look over towards the corner. Then both hands come to this thigh and we're bowing towards it with our rib cage, keeping the heart area open. Little bow there, it doesn't have to be far. Just enough to stretch through the waist, your hip and your lower back. We'll come on up, we'll come back to where we were. A little bit of a look there. And then we'll come to the other side. Left fingertips are behind, right fingertips in front. Check all your posture points. And then breathe in, breathe out. We're looking at the side wall. 4. Take this left shoulder back, breathing in, breathing out. We're looking at the back corner. Well, unwind. We'll take both hands onto the thigh here, belly button in, keeping that open chest area, open heart. We're coming, folding the ribs a little bit over the thigh, just to where you feel comfortable. Could always put your fingertips on the mat as well if you prefer. Holding it here. And we're going to come on up. We'll breathe in. Breathe out, elbows come down, fingertips come down, and we'll start our rocks here, little tiny rocks. Through the hips, through the waist. Getting rid of tension that builds up if we sit a lot or drive a lot. Or even if we're doing lots of walking, tension will build up there. So we want to relieve that in the hips and lower back. If you'd like a little more, breathe in. Breathe out, walk forward and let the elbows bend. Maybe they bend a little tiny bit, maybe they bend a lot. Maybe they hook here under your shins and you're relaxing here, stretching. We'll come on up, shoulders both come up, back and down, knees come up, and we'll come over onto all fours for a moment here. It's a popular stretch, the cat-cow. It's popular partly because it's so great for the spine. We're up like a cat, pushing the hips towards the elbows and let the head relax down. Rock a little bit forward and back over your wrists and your hands, stretching out the palms of your hands. Your fingertips are straight towards that edge of the mat. This cat, we're turning into a cow. We're taking the hips towards the ceiling, the ribs and the heart open up, looking towards the wall there. There's our opposite stretch. Walk a little bit back here. And then keeping this cow position, we're taking the hips all the way to the heels. And we're coming on up a little bit there. Find a nice long spine, shoulders away from the ears. Pressing the hips really into the heels there. Should feel nice. From here, we'll come on down onto our elbows and check. Are the hips popping up a little bit? Head them back to the heels. Use your hands to press them back if that helps. Keep that back long. Nice long spine, long neck. We will take this into the child's pose. Here it comes. We're breathing in. Breathing out. Fingertips and arms are reaching long. The sternum comes down and then the forehead. Could be here or could reach the forehead to the mat. Come on down and relax. We'll hold it here for a little while. Can be nice here to wiggle the hips a little bit side to side. A little bit of movement and then relax again. Then we're breathing in. Breathing out, and we're coming forward onto our elbows so that we can come all the way down to the mat. Hips are coming to the mat. The tops of the feet, the flats of the feet come there onto the mat as well. Take the feet and knees a little wider, about as wide as the mat, and we're coming down onto our hands. Elbows are out. We're taking the hips and we're rocking them a little bit side to side. Relax through the lower body. So you have this rocking motion here. Then we're resting our head on the hands. I'm turning so I can look at you and chat. And from here, we're reaching one arm out to the corner of the mat, the leg, the other opposite leg. We're going to breathe in, breathe out, and we'll float both up and really stretch. Nice big stretch. Come on down. We'll go to the other side. Ideally, you'd be resting forehead on the mat. Other opposite arm, opposite leg. We're ready to breathe in. Breathe out, float them up a little bit and stretch, stretch, stretch. Gorgeous. come on down. Hands come in, and then we're coming on up onto our elbows here. We're lengthening from the top of the crown, we're lengthening the spine. We lengthen on up from the crown of our head, shoulders away from the ears. Long spine, long neck. Holding it here. I'm picturing my spine lengthening with space coming between each vertebrae, but not leaning back like that. We don't want to crunch the back of our neck here. We want to keep the spine long. And then we'll come on down to where we were. We'll take one heel in, can squeeze the glute, press the hip into the mat here, or we could reach for the foot or ankle and do the same thing. Squeezing the glute, pressing the hip into the mat, stretching the quad for a moment. We'll bring that foot down and swap. It could be like this, with your squeeze and your press, or add the hand. Holding it here for a moment. Down, and we're going to meet on our backs. So we've got one knee coming up, other knee coming up, and we'll come up and over onto our backs. Hug one thigh in here. Circle the foot and the ankle around 2 times in each direction. Extra hug of the thigh. We'll swap sides, we'll put that foot down, the thigh comes on in, have a nice big hug. Will the thigh reach the rib cage? Little hug there, circle the ankle and foot. Then, if it's too much, do each leg again like we just did, or come on in with both thighs, hugging towards the ribs. Wiggle the shoulders, get rid of tension there. Rock the hips back and forth, side to side a little bit there. Mini massage for the lower back. And then extra hug in. If you feel like wiggling your toes and feet, go for it. Enjoy movement through the joints there. Take the face a little bit to the east. And up and over and a little bit to the west, making sure you don't have tension in the neck. Then we're lengthening out one leg onto the floor, onto the mat. Continue to hug that thigh. Will it come a little closer to the ribs? Holding it here. And we'll swap. We'll breathe in, breathe out, swap the hug. There we go. We'll put this foot down, we'll put the other foot down. We'll take the knees and feet wider than the mat, holding onto the hips. We're going to let the knees go a little bit over and up. Here's a moving stretch. Nice mobility for the hips and the lower back. Getting rid of tension. See if every time you come up and over, maybe they'll go a tiny bit further. Slow it down and go a little tiny bit more. Not forcing anything, just seeing where will the knees go. Where will it feel good in the hips and the lower back. One more each side. Come on up, walk the feet back in, arms come out like the letter X, legs come out like the letter X. We're a human, letter X on the floor. Push through the heels, reach through the fingertips, nice, big, huge, full body stretch for a moment. And relax, one more, breathing in, breathing out, stretch. And then we'll bring the feet back onto the mat. We'll come over onto one side, pushing ourselves all the way up and come back to where we started in the tailor position. Having a nice big hug, bringing the chin down, open up, and we'll go to the other side. Hug, chin down, and I hope you feel better through all of the joints. It was a little quick stretch for the shoulders, the hips, the spine, just feeling nice through the body. Little wiggle there to feel good. Raising one elbow, then the other one. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I hope you feel great. Well done.